Well, 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 look who is back. It's been a couple months. Happy holidays. Hope you guys are gonna have a great 2025. I know we're coming up right at the end of the year, but I owe you guys a garage update. So it's a little different in here. If you look at the last video, I'll post a little card, should pop up here for you in the corner, but looks a little different in here, a little more finished. So a little bit of an update. You can see the Porsche back there. I am thrilled of how this came out. I'm very, very happy. Where do we begin? Last time, this door was over here. We had all pretty much rough in over here. Same thing with electrical was run, insulation was done. But you can see a lot has changed. So first things first, I guess I'll start with the door. If you recall, the door used to be here, right? And I had talked about moving the door over and what size pad we wanted to do. So the door is now relocated and I'm super happy. Our kitchen is obviously right back here. So by moving the door to here, I'm able to utilize now this entire wall. So if I take a step back here, you can kind of see I'm reusing my toolboxes and my cabinet that was here. At the last video, you saw the renderings of what this is going to look like, but we've got the water hookups over here. There's going to be a large cabinet here, one big cabinet array here, and then a top shelf here. I got to finish out the pad I made over there. It's just kind of like a 3.5 by 3.5 walkway pad. And I also cut this off just so when you're standing here, you don't kind of nick your foot when you're walking by. Once I get that painted and finished up, I'll bolt that down. Really happy with how the garage door came out. Had some finishing touches, obviously. This needs to be recessed back. I did bring this up when the guys were here. I'm not sure why it was mounted, 3/8 of an inch out, but we've got to have the box pulled out and just kind of set back. I can put a flush mount plate on there. And then this wiring is going to be for the lights above the garage door on the exterior house. There'll be a timer here. And then this will be the Pico, the Lutron wireless light switch that at some point will be getting rid of that and doing a full lighting system. So we need to get a faceplate on there, and then I ran some new garage wiring that I need to push this back in and snip it down and get those mounted as well. But very happy with how it came out. Paint, it's a very, very light gray. I didn't want to do a darker gray because I thought that it would maybe cause a little bit of some darkness in here. I like my garages to be a little more brighter. So I believe the color is First Snow. It's a Sherwin-Williams color, but it's a very, very light gray. Again, you can see it compared to the ceiling and the door. It's more of a warmer hue as well. I'm not a big fan of the bluer grays. I like the very neutral, warmer grays if possible. So that's the paint. You can see it's all painted, and then I painted the blocking down here. Instead of coating it, I wanted to seal it. So this is just sealed with a concrete blocking paint. Turned out really nice. I think it's a good kind of middle color between the floor and the gray on the wall. That brings me to the floor. If you recall in the last video, I said I wanted to do the coated flooring I had at my last house. It's really great here in Pennsylvania because of the winters we have and the salt. If you put Swiss tracks down, while it looks great, some of that salt that comes off the cars is just gonna sit on that concrete below the Swiss tracks. So I think doing a coating like this, and then if you wanted to put Swiss tracks on top of that, it's a good way to kind of protect that concrete. So the flooring is done. Stronghold floors did my last house. They did the flooring here. You can kind of see it's like a gray, black, white mix. And a fun fact, the gray that you see in the concrete is actually one of the gray chips that you see in here. That's the same color. So that's why I think it's nice that this kind of works out really well. But the flooring turned out great. You can kind of see it just, I don't know, I really like the look. It seals it. It's got a lifetime warranty on it too. So very happy how that came out. The garage doors, if you recall, I used to have a spring, kind of the spring system on there. So I do now have these converted to the torsion bar system. So those are all done, taken care of. And if you see, it's nice, it cleaned up, got rid of that big spring that's there. Just, it's a quieter operation. I'm not a big fan of the springs because they can also break and it scares the living crap out of you. It's just the torsion bar system. It's a lot quieter, a lot smoother, better on the door. And it looks a lot nicer, you can see. That is done on both door systems. Obviously this one's up, but yeah, they're both converted now too. So over in the corner right now, obviously I don't have the full pressure washing system set up yet because Matt hasn't released it quite yet, but got the water and the hoses set up. So obviously you can see the bucket filler there. And then when the system comes in, this one will be a quick disconnect just with a short pipe into that, but then I can also use it to connect the hose. And then I have the pressure washer normally sits right here for now, but it's winter time here, so I have that kind of pulled away. So this whole section here, you can see how it's kind of working out as designed. Very happy with how it came out. It's a little tight in here because I've got the wife a new car, got her a brand new 2025 Telluride. Check this thing out. Very, very nice. We had to get her a mom mobile. It's got the dual screens. Very shocked. I never thought we'd have a Kia, but you know, for the price that these things are, captain's chairs, has a nice third row in the back there. Mom's happy. What's next? Well, I gotta finish the electrical, so you can see the panel's still kind of pulled out. We need to get these electrical, the rest of the outlets hooked up into the breaker box. Once those are done, I need to order the lighting to get the lighting done, and then pretty much from there, it's order cabinets. I'm really happy with how this came out. I know, I filmed the progression of it. I think I've done, this is the third video, maybe fourth video, but I wanted to share with you how you can just kind of take an average garage and you can kind of piece this together. You don't have to do it all in one swing. Obviously, mine's been over the course of a year, well over a year. I didn't want to drop 40 grand all at once to redo it. So once we get those on, the driveway project still needs to be done. So you can see we still haven't had a chance. We ran out of time this year to get the driveway done, but we're gonna have this all ripped out. And we even had them bring this coating out and then down, so when they do the garage, it'll be right flush up. So when the door's closed, it'll be, just a nice even transition. So that's still on the docket for hopefully next summer 2025. I'm gonna have a pretty busy spring, but if you guys know me, you'll know why, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited. Garage doors are still in play. We need to get new garage doors, both sides, and then obviously this opener needs to be replaced, and I'll probably then replace this one so they're both the same units. And then the other thing I did too was I painted the rack at the top to match the ceiling so it doesn't kind of stick out as much. Last but not least, update on the Porsche. Unfortunately, this car hasn't been driven since pretty much November. It got hit with the center lock recall. If you guys are Porsche fans or you're a car fanatic, I'm sure you've heard about the stop drive on not just the 4RS, but the 3RS, GT3, the turbos. It's a pretty much an entire center lock recall on a specific timeline range of vehicles. At first my car wasn't affected, so I was driving it, and then Porsche actually called me, not even my dealership, Porsche North America called me and basically said, hey, stop driving your vehicle. So it pains me, but we're on a stop drive right now for this thing. I just had the tint done too, so that looked nice, but hey, at least it happened now, the end of December, and not like May, June, July, but currently there's no ETA. So my dealership, Porsche Mechanicsburg, has been phenomenal. They sent a tech out to the house here to check, make sure, verify that the part number was actually in that range that's affected. It is, so I'm in the queue to get replacement center locks, but yeah, these are the guys causing all the issue. So hopefully they can get that repaired pretty quickly. They said they just send somebody out to the garage to fix it, but we have no ETA on parts, unfortunately. Other than that, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I hope you have a great 2025. I hope you guys had nice holidays with your family and friends. I've had a very, very, very happy and prosperous 2024. Here's to 2025. Thank you guys for watching. I know I don't post a ton, but I always appreciate the support. It's good to see some familiar faces still in the comments today. If you could hit that subscribe button, actually even like this video, it helps me out a lot. We'll see you guys on the next one.